98.7 FM, that was Price Tag by Jazzy J featuring B.O.B. and it's 10:08 right now, so I have with me in the studio someone very, very special, one of my idols, I have to say retail idols, and she's Elim. Hi!
Hi there.
Thanks so much for joining us in the studio today, and of course we know that you are president and founder of, one of the biggest brands right here in Singapore, 77th Street.
That's right. It's 24 years older than you.
Yeah, I know. We were discussing about it just now, and she was saying, the store is older than me. I've got lots of catching up to do.
Yes.
And that is true. So, you know what? Maybe tell us a bit more about yourself and how you actually started out, 77th Street.
Well, 77th Street, I was living in London for a while, and I see a lot of very interesting products, fashion items, all the punk stuff that you don't get in Singapore. So when I came back to Singapore, I started to import in all this product, and from there it just got started. A very small store, 180 square feet, and then today, 24 years later, we have 7 stores in Singapore and shopping mall in Beijing.
Wow! And you know what? I think 77th Street also pretty much started the whole ear piercing period, because there was this period of time when everyone just hey, I want to pierce my ears. It's so cool, huh?
Yes. It's a whole generation of young people who probably pierce their ears and their nose.
Exactly.
Parents' nightmare, but but today parents want to take photo with me because they said, I take photo with you, so I show my kids that I'm cool.
Yeah, I would say so too. And you know what? Elim was actually sharing with me a very, very special story just now about this guy who actually got his ears pierced by her, I think 10 years ago.
Yeah, I almost missed a flight going to Europe, and it's a nightmare if you miss one flight or you connecting flight, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah.
So, but it's just 9 minutes before boarding. So they tell me it's closed, and then this guy opened from the side and said, you pierced my ear 10 years ago, I'm gonna let you go through. So I went through. Yeah. So it's a blessing to pierce ears.
So I would say, you've got a whole generation of people backing you up,
That's
right?
right.
That is for sure.
That's right.
Okay, you're going to be part of this whole new big thing that's going to be happening at SCAPE. This is called SCAPE Underground. So maybe tell us a bit, what is SCAPE Underground?
Well, SCAPE Underground is going to be, a place where we're going to get young people who want to get started and wants to do their own business, and we're going to bring them all together in this space. 38 of them, and we are going to help them to get started and to be able to have the network for the products they want to sell.
Yep.
And then we're going to bring in, partners and mentors to help them to start their business. Usually it's also from, SCAPE is very successful with the flea market. Every weekend we have 80 to 100 stores here, and all these young people are really, eager to sell their products and, to sell what they have. And from that energy of the stores, we're going to bring them into the underground space where they're going to now have their own store, 80 to 100 square feet, where they get started. And it's a program for emerging brands as well as talents, as well as designers.
Yeah.
So we're going to call them all here. We're going to be a community of young people who are designers, brand label owners, as well as talents together in SCAPE.
Now that is very exciting because every weekend we have a SCAPE, a flea scape right here.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's everyone is just shopping downstairs underground, but sometimes it goes oh, it's so hot. But they still want to shop there because the things that they're selling, right, is just so intriguing and people want to buy it. And you know what? I'll tell you more about how you can be part of this whole SCAPE Underground thing that's going to be happening very, very soon in just a bit. And we'll come back for the second part of the interview. Thank you so much, Elim. You have to stay close. But in the meantime, this next song is As Long As You Love Me by your crooner lover boy. It's Justin Bieber featuring Big Sean right here on 98.7. Okay. 98.7 FM, it's Young Love by Jedward right here for you on Singapore's #1 hit music station. This is Kimberly here with you, and I am still not alone in the studio. In fact, I have Elim here with me, and of course she is the president and founder of 77th Street, and she was telling us a bit more about, SCAPE Underground earlier on. And pretty much the next big thing that's going to be happening right here at SCAPE.
That's right, it's going to be exciting.
Very exciting indeed, because SCAPE, we always have flea, on the weekends, and underground, it's it's really hot, but I want to go shopping there because there's so many interesting stuff to buy.
Yes.
So now, it's going to be an upgrade, guys, okay, because it's going to be an air-conditioned shop space. Wow.
At underground.
Underground.
That's right, yeah.
Exactly. 38 retail spaces, and you know what? It's going to be affordable monthly rentals, short-term licenses. Maybe, Elim, you just want to tell us a bit more about SCAPE Underground and how it's going to work.
Oh, for all those out there, you have to come to SCAPE on weekend and see all these young people at work, doing their own business. It's really exciting. The energy is vibrant here. You can feel them, all the young people doing what they love to do. So the SCAPE Underground is, conceptualized because of the young people, because they want to sell their products. But beside gathering all the talents together and those with brands and as well as their products, We will be having training courses for them. We'll be having mentors for them. In fact, we're now working towards a specialized diploma for retail business and entrepreneurship for all these young people.
Wow, that is an amazing opportunity, right? Because you're just doing what you love and also getting a diploma for it.
That's right. And it's a work and study program as well. And next 4 days, they're actually having a camp here where they learn about retail, how they sell their products. They learn about trademark. They learn about all the things that's necessary for them to have a successful business. And the whole concept is to create Singapore as an Asia fashion city, where people come here to buy and sell and trade towards Asia. And it's very exciting because I've been working on this for 4 years.
Wow!
And to see it, happening bit by bit, I think it's exciting.
That is really, really very humbling indeed. And you know what? Who better to be your mentor, right, than Elim herself?
We are going to have a group of very interesting people to be mentors as well, and to watch them grow. The whole thing is about growing businesses because in business you need network, you need money, of course, then you need network and you need distribution. Ultimately, we hope that SCAPE will be the place where we'll be able to distribute the products all over the world. So we bring in different mentors at different times and to help to encourage them at the same time. I
guess SCAPE is going to be, very exciting very, very soon. In fact, if you want to find out where is SCAPE Underground, it's right in the heart of Orchard Road, level 1 at SCAPE. And when is SCAPE Underground going to be open for business? Because I want to start shopping already.
Well, October 20th, but everything starts before now. So if you want to do something at SCAPE, come to the management office on the 4th floor. We'll be glad to speak with you.
Yep, of course, you've got to be young, you've got to be under 35 years old because, that is all about SCAPE. Entrepreneurs, local designers, if you want to be part of SCAPE Underground, all you have to do is just come up to SCAPE's management office during the office hours, speak to the people there, they're really, really nice, they'll help you. Or you can also send them a private message on www.facebook.com/SCAPESG. And you know what, Elim, before you take your leave, do you have any, word of advice that you want to say to all the budding young entrepreneurs out there?
Well, you guys are going to change the world. You guys are going to be the people that create change. Start as early as you can and start now.
Yep, definitely. And coming from Elim herself, right? She started 77th Street 24 years ago. Right now, it's so successful. I think maybe you might have pierced one of my ears as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I get a chance to speak in the best radio program in 987.
Oh, so much! Thank you so much. Okay, you know what? Thank you so much for being here with us, Elim.
Thank you so much. I see you at SCAPE.